Hi guys. So this video is going to be very quick, short, brief, and it's pretty much going to be telling you what are 5 must-have apps, like the apps that we swear by, that every Airbnb or short-term rental host must have. So are you ready for the video? Let's get into it. So these 5 apps are apps that I use every single day to keep our guests happy and run a smooth short-term rental operation. Number 1 on my list has to be a productivity app. I say productivity app in general because there are multiple ones, but the one we use at Casa Nomads is Asana. Asana has literally been a lifesaver. It is so good. My entire team uses it. So from my management to my social media manager to my bookkeeper stroke accountant, every single thing that has to do with running our short-term rental business. Okay, so now for example, we put all our maintenance and repairs in different categories, right? So we have things like plumbing, we have AC repairs, we have electricals and things like that. So under each category, every single time there's like a maintenance or repair, it's being put there, the amount of money that was spent on such maintenance is there, and then everybody can see it. So say for example, I can go on my Asana boards and see that, oh, I have spent this amount of money on fixing ACs this month. What is happening? So it helps with that aspect. Another way we also use Asana is we use Asana when we're setting up new projects or we're trying to revamp the home. We recently started off a new project in the home. We're trying to reupholster the couch. We're trying to put in new paintings in the home. So things like that are put in your Asana boards, and then every time it is done, whoever is in charge of the task just goes there and ticks, and every single team member that is a part of that task can see like the progress of the entire project. So Asana is fantastic. You don't have to pay. We use the free version of Asana, so you don't have to pay, but it is so good. It has helped us track multiple things across different operations of our Airbnb business. So get Asana. Like I said, there are other ones that you can get. There's Trello, there's Slack, but you definitely need a productivity app. And it really doesn't matter whether you have your 1-man team or a 20-man team. Even as a 1-man team, you definitely need a productivity app. So productivity app should be number 1 on your list. Number 2 would have to be a cleaning scheduling app. I know a lot of people do not use this because I don't think we have any cleaning scheduling apps in Nigeria. But we use one called Breezeway, and trust me, it helps us coordinate our cleaning team seamlessly. So Breezeway automates our cleaning schedules. There's real-time updates, and it also helps with like quality control checks, right? So how the app works is the app will notify a cleaner when a guest checks out and then assign cleaning tasks automatically. So it will set you back a few dollars. It costs like $129 per month. However, I feel like the seamlessness of it is totally worth it. So I'll give you like different ways. Personally, I feel like we don't maximize Breezeway, to be honest, but there are different ways that you can also use Breezeway as well. So for example, you are doing an inspection and you see that maybe your curtains are not, or the pole of your curtain is not being aligned properly. You can literally take a picture of that pole and act like maybe like your supervisor who is in charge of home maintenance and repairs, and be like, at blah, 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 make sure this is fixed. And you don't have to necessarily call anybody or communicate via WhatsApp. All communications can be done in that app. A good way that I feel we could have used Breezeway, but we don't, is with artisans as well. So because we don't have artisans are contract based, we call them on a need basis. We don't have artisans in our team. If we had artisans in our team, every single time there has to be a repair or something needs to be maintained, you can always just alert your artisan on the app and they know they need to. And then you can also set times as well. So you can say, okay, we need this done by blah, blah, blah time. Breezeway is also good for checklists too. So a good way, and it can be as detailed as possible, and you can use pictures on Breezeway. So I'm very, very anal, right? And I want my remote controls to be in a certain order. So we have the TV remotes, the Alexa remotes, and the AC remotes in that order across all our homes. So what we do, or what we have done with Breezeway, is we've taken pictures of things like all those little tiny details. You take pictures of those little details and have your cleaners look through that as some sort of guide or some sort of checklist so they do not forget. After a while, once your cleaners are with you for 6 months to a year, those things become mundane to them, and it's things that they know automatically to do. But if a new cleaner sort of like joins the team and you're training them, they already have that. And like I said, it's pictures, it's also words, and your words can be as detailed as possible. So the pictures can, like I said, the pictures can have like your AC remote in a particular way. Your words can be make sure. So you can be as detailed as make sure pillows are fluffed. Do not forget to clean AC vents, things like that. So you can have your daily cleaning checklist, your bi-weekly cleaning checklist, your monthly cleaning checklist, and things like that. So Breezeway is super duper detailed, and I feel like everybody, especially when you have like a large enough operations, everybody should get on Breezeway. So app number 3 will definitely be a social media app. And if you have been watching this channel long enough, you know that I am an Instagram girly. I really don't know Kemi, do you think there's any other app that functions as well as Instagram when it comes to short-term rentals? I also don't think so as well. Like I think it's because of the way the app is designed, so you can post guest reviews, you can put pictures, you can do reels, you can advertise. I feel like I said, Instagram used to be like a nice social app, but now Instagram is made for business. It is specific for business owners. And if you're able to utilize those business tools, Instagram will be a game changer for you. And obviously on Instagram, you definitely need to have an ad budget, right? You're not just going to post your homes. There are 1,001 homes on Instagram. So you need to have your ad budget, target a certain demographic. And with time, you start off, obviously, when you start off on Instagram, you're starting off with brand visibility. But then I can guarantee you that your brand visibility will ultimately convert. It will ultimately convert. So with Instagram, we use it in so many ways. We advertise our homes there. We're able to show people things like behind the scenes. We're able to show people things like how our cleaning team works, how our management works, how me, the head nomad, I work, and stuff like that. So it is such a great tool. The great thing about Instagram is you can also have like a catalog. So if people come into your DMs to ask you about maybe like a home or make inquiries, you can send them like a catalog, and you can do your transaction on Instagram without even leaving Instagram from start to finish. So Instagram for me is the #1 social media app that you should have if you have a short-term rental. So number 4 has to be an invoicing app. We started off using Wave, but Wave started charging, so we ran to Zuhu. So Zuhu it's just as great, so it's very good for, easy invoice generation. You can track your finances, the online payments, it is fantastic, and it also gives your company like a more serious outlook, So when people say, oh, can you send me the bill? You can send them in an invoice and they think it gives like a perception of a serious person, So you should definitely don't just send, oh, bill is this, and then send account details. No, you send it in a nice invoice. And like I said, it helps you track your finances. So we used to use Waves, and now we're on Zuhu, but there's so many others out there, but you definitely need to get on an invoicing app. And then finally, number 5 is you need something for guest communication and marketing. And what's better thing than WhatsApp for Business. WhatsApp for Business is such an underrated tool for Airbnb hosts. You don't even understand. Like, there's so many great features. There's quick replies. You can automate your messages. You can catalog your homes. You can label for inquiries. It is so good. Just like I said with Instagram, where you don't have to leave that app, is the same way WhatsApp is. So we use it for guest check-in instructions, follow up, send special offers to repeat guests, and it has been such a game changer. And we also advertise a lot on WhatsApp as well. So our WhatsApp stories, we're constantly putting up our homes, putting up availability. So WhatsApp for Business is definitely a tool that you should have, and especially if you don't have a website. So if you have like 1 to 2 homes, I would never advise you to go and invest in a website for that. You can literally just use WhatsApp for Business, and then you can have your pricing there. Like I said, you can catalog all your homes in there, and all your transactions can be done in that app from start to finish. So WhatsApp for Business, definitely my number 5. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any other apps you feel there's so many other apps. I decided to pick my top 5 that we literally can't live without. So if you have any other apps you feel should be on this list, let us know. If there are any other ones that you use that you feel maybe we can improve on that we're not aware of, let us know too. I hope you love the video, and we'll see you in our next one. Bye.